Hey everybody, it's Christine, and today I am up for simple stories. So, I have counted up and I have created scrapbook layouts 49 times for kids' birthdays. 49 times. So I'm not going to lie and say that birthdays are my favorite. Birthdays are really challenging for me at this point because I am tapped out on that subject. I am always really happy when I can get a new birthday collection because it gives me some fresh stuff to work with. So today I'm working with the Birthday Blast from Simple Stories. It's a boy birthday line, and you can see I've gotten started. So I've got that star paper underneath, and what that star paper is from the 6x8 paper pad. It was actually a pad that had a rocket with stars on it, and it had kind of a gradient ombre look to it, and I really just wanted the navy blue stars, so I used both sheets of that from the paper pad and cut it in half and added it behind my pictures. Then I'm taking this striped paper, it's called Yay, and it has wonky uneven stripes, and so I'm cutting out colors of stripes that line up with the colors in my son's shirt. His shirt has a different line of color for each word, and so I focused in on those colors, and I'm going to use those as stripes on my layout. I'm going to go ahead and take my Easy Runner Grand and secure each of those stripes onto there, not worrying about how straight they are because they're not straight stripes anyway. Now, that was a little bit of a challenge. As I put those on and they didn't look straight and they looked a little just off behind the pictures, I knew I needed to make an adjustment because I just knew it wasn't going to make sense apart from the patterned paper. So one of the things you're going to see me doing here in just a moment is I am going to really distress the edges of these stripes, pulling up on them and making them have a roughed edge look, so that it makes a little bit more sense why they're not perfectly even, perfectly spaced, etc. It wasn't a problem that I envisioned, and I probably should have caught it earlier, but in the moment I was able to take it and make it work as it was. Now, what you're seeing me do right now is I originally had put it on to 12 by 12 white paper, but I decided I wanted a navy blue background. So I cut some new stripes out and I added it so that they stretch all the way to the top of the navy blue paper. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my pictures back on. Like I said, this is a 6x8 paper that I cut in half and used the bottom half of both of them. So you can see right there, when I flip it back over, how it's got two pieces of a rocket. Because I really just wanted the blue. I didn't want the ombre look. I wanted just more of a solid color with those stars. So making it work with what you've got. You know, if you watch this channel, you know that I love stars, and you also know that I love to use blues, and so this was a perfect situation for that. Now, you can see here from my pictures, I'm going to overlap them pretty significantly because the one picture on the right-hand side has a lot of white space in it, and originally when I set out to design with it, I thought I would use like a title in that space or something, but I couldn't make that work quite right, so I just went ahead and overlapped my pictures. And then right here you're seeing, finally, I'm distressing those stripes. You just see I'm pulling with my fingers, pulling them up. I'm not pulling it all the way up and down the whole thing, just wherever I can really get it to come up and stretch and tear and just do a little bit of destruction really with it to make it have a rougher edge. And this really eliminated the problem of the straightness for me. Now, I do want to point out one more thing. I am all this month working with one scrapbook sketch to do my creating. And so I am actually following that sketch for this, but you can see it has a really different look than the other videos. And I will link you to those videos and layouts at the end of this one so that you can see what else I've created. But in this case, I shifted everything over to the right hand side of the layout instead of just being on the left hand side. And I did hold true to the two pictures and those being offset from one another, I held true to the patterned paper, both a vertical and a horizontal one behind. And then from there, I kind of just went my own direction. Some of the embellishments and such line up, but really this one probably strays the furthest from the sketch of anything else that I've done this month. That said, I have enjoyed so far doing the sketch this way because it's just kind of taken some of the thinking process out of creating for me and made it a little bit easier to jump off into my creating instead of having to think quite so much about what I wanted to do. Now I'm going to add my title. Originally, I thought I would make the title exactly the same as his shirt, which said Epic since July 2010. However, I did not have enough letter stickers in the colors to make that work. So I opted to change that, and I'm going to do Epic Birthday Boy. Now you can see the word Epic is made using the Color Vibe foam letter stickers in that bright, vibrant yellow that coordinates perfectly with this collection. And then the Birthday Boy is in a script font from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet that comes in this collection. I really like the way the print worked with the script font. I think it was a really nice compliment to it, and I like that I was able to do multiple colors there without having to necessarily spell the entire thing out with letter stickers, because that does get somewhat tedious trying to keep things straight and such. Then I'm going to go ahead and add some banners, both chipboard and ephemera and sticker banners. I'm going to add some balloons. Again, really working with all the different elements in this collection, from chipboard to stickers to ephemera, and wherever they will fit in. In addition to those, I'm going to bring in some present pieces. I try to, for whatever reason, keep my icons unified. So yes, I do have the one balloons, but I do have multiples of the banners. I have multiples of the presents. I don't want to have like one random raccoon and then a balloon and then a banner. I like to have some unity within my embellishments to I think it's easier on the eye to keep the focus on the pictures that way and help the whole thing really be unified and make sense. So I'm adding all of those in. Again, those are all from the Birthday Blast collection. And some of them, if they're not already adding dimension, I'm going to pop up with 3D foam stickers. Other things I will leave flat. I don't use a lot of banners on my layouts very often, so it was really fun to be able to dig into my banner stash in this collection and really play with that. And there are some really great options within this collection for that. Now you can see I've basically got my embellishments on there. Now I'm going to do my final touches, which is usually Nuvo drops, enamel dots, or other little teeny tiny bits and pieces, sometimes string, ribbon, that kind of thing. So I'm going to just add some different little drops throughout in that orange color, and then I will go ahead and add an additional punch of color with some Nuvo drops. And then I'll add my journaling down at the very bottom left-hand side, and we'll call it good. So this is, again, really based on a sketch, but using the Birthday Blast collection from Simple Stories to build that up from there and knock out another one of those birthday layouts that I need to knock out. I guess I probably have a lifetime of them to do with 4 children. But I was glad to have something fresh and new to work with on this one, and a good solid boy one that I didn't have to dig through the embellishments and pick and choose what would work. This one just really had it all ready to roll for me and wasn't too childish, but wasn't too old for this young man. So thank you so much for stopping by today. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and head on over to Simple Stories and check out the close-ups of this layout if you'd like to see things a little bit more. We'll see you again next time.